hurt her. Baba Ijesha left her. Kò dágbére, kò rí Baba Ijesha mọ́. Then she now decided to set Baba Ijesha up to find out, that is what she said though, to find out if truly he had emotional or attraction towards that girl. However, Yomi Fabiyi on the other side made up.
Ẹ̀yin tèmi, àṣírí ńlá tí Yèyé Kudi tú rèé lẹ́ẹ̀rín princess arábìnrin tí a mọ̀ sí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó, bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà àti Bobrisky. Ẹ̀yin tèmi, àṣírí ńlá rèé ó tún sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yomi Fabiyi náà. Ìjẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ìjẹ́ kò ní gbòmí mọ́ báyìí. Ẹ̀yin tèmi, Yèyé Kudi tú pẹ̀rẹ̀pẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ kalẹ̀ nínú fọ́nrán yìí. Ẹ̀yin tèmi, ẹ fi ara balẹ̀ kẹ́ máa bọ́ wa ká lọ. Ẹ gbìyànjú láti wò láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ títí dé òpin. Ó jẹ́ ká gbádùn èyí tó kù.
To understand that that girl on a permanent was already knocking somebody who lives in that house. Call the name of the guy. In fact, Yomi Fabiyi did all his best to tell them to bring out the guy, which they said the police invited the guy. And the guy, look at, she's not a minor, we have been knocking now. So they stylishly, princess stylishly left the guy out of the equation and made sure that it's Baba Ijesha, because she had a relationship with Baba Ijesha and Baba Ijesha salo. So she decided, I will deal with him. Because it is said that that girl, that period, that Baba Ijesha and that girl had that sitting down something. That girl, kò kí ń ṣe minor mọ́, ó ti ń dóko lọ, ó ti ń oko bọ̀bọ́ tó ń gbélé yẹn ló ń dó pàṣẹ, which the guy did not, which princess, all of them, they know. So it wasn't, Baba Ijesha is not the one that Jabalier, allegedly they said, and it's not the one that was penetrated, it was somebody else. So that setup was for the fact that princess felt hurt and betrayed by Baba Ijesha. Osalo òun náwó lé lórí, girl yẹn tún sọ pé ó fọwọ́ kàn òun rí. So princess now said that was what made that girl not to do well in school. It is the school that will come out and say that part. Do you get? So they took the case to court. Princess just Adeton Yabo. Along the line, that period, this lady allegedly was aware. This Lumini, they said she begged. They said she begged, which made them tighten up. Those are the things they said made Princess there to tighten up. Where you could pa Baba Ijesha. Do you understand? Because the people that were standing up for him, begging, it surprised people. But we didn't know. You know, we didn't know. Our own was that Baba Ijesha penetrated that girl. You know, but no evidence to prove it. However, they caught him, they set him up to do, he was now doing all those nonsense, and then they took the matter to court. The court then decided that Baba Ijesha, based on bí àwọn princess ṣe tí wọ́n ṣe gbé fídíò yẹn nìkan jáde, and that talk that girl talk, they invited the girl. They invited the girl. You know, they hear their cases behind camera. You cannot, because the girl, but it was demanded that they bring out birth certificate. In fact, assuming they were able to tender birth certificate, that J10 Baba Ijesha law would be more. They didn't have it. So that made Yomi Fabiyi then to say they were lying about the age. Do you understand? Because that the girl, the day that Baba Ijesha went and started licking her hand and doing all those things, that obviously they consent age, they should tender, but they were not, they didn't bring it. But Mago, everything, the judge decided that 2 cases, they didn't convict Baba Ijesha on it. He was discharged and acquitted on that. Acquitted, sorry.